start with you, Alex. What was the sort of overwhelming feeling hitting that three?
Relief that it went in and we didn't have to come back to Townsville on Friday. It is a long flight for us, and just relief, excitement. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know.
Ryan, what was your feelings? You're obviously not on the court to make an impact. Did you have the faith that the players would come through?
Yeah, you always do, but especially this time of year, and with two really good teams. If Coffee's shot doesn't go in late, we win in regulation. If Chibba's shot doesn't go in at the end, they win in overtime. It's a flip of a coin, all due respect. It's tough. It's really tough. And there's not much in between those two teams. So as we've found now for the third straight year, we got to keep playing each other for a reason. You don't get to play each other if you're 7th, 8th. You only get to play each other again and again if you're top 4. So two really good teams. They obviously controlled it for the majority, but we could have won it in regulation and they probably should have won it in overtime. So flip of the coin stuff.
And those final two possessions, had you instructed your players not to foul, or was that just good discipline?
No, definitely instruct them to not foul. It doesn't mean they're going to do it. We also instruct them to run a particular defence, and they didn't do that. So, listen, it's a messy game, especially with how we play, and there's a fair bit of chaos in our style. Maybe not that much chaos coming out of timeouts, but Towns will put you in tough positions, and you try not to stuff it up as much as you can.
What kind of tweaks might you make for next week?
Nope.
Answer it.
No. We clearly need to get them off the glass. That's Captain Obvious knows that one. The other tweaks we'll keep to ourselves. We've spent since Bendigo really, 6-7 weeks ago. We lost that game in Bendigo and it kind of locked us into 2-3. We just weren't sure if we were going to be home or away against Townsville. So it's probably spent 6 weeks with Townsville front of mind, and hence some of our basketball's been a bit patchy over the time. So we haven't deployed everything yet. So I think we've already got the stuff in our playbook and in our systems. We just haven't used it yet. So, for what they are, we're not going to tell you.
Shannon was talking the other day before the game about possibly gaining some sort of mental edge before the finals. Do you see it that way? Do you see this win gives you a little bit of mental edge or not really?
You go first.
I would say no, not really. I think, if anything, it showed both teams that it could go either way. I think it gave, both of us confidence to know that we can win and that just know it's going to be a grind no matter what. They're too good. They're not going to just roll over. So whoever gets it, I think it's going to be a tough series.
I kind of went glass half empty pre-game with my assistant, just saying, if we win this, we've now got to beat them 3 times in 4, which is tough. If we lose this, we've now got to come back here next week and beat them at least once in Townsville. So either way, we're going to be glass half full and happy post-game. Winning it like that makes it a bit more palatable, but it's going to be a hell of a series.
You're just talking off camera about the crowd and how vocal they are. Do you think you can take that to Perth and you can have the same atmosphere there?
Absolutely. I hope so. We've had pretty good crowds this season for the majority. I think we need some cowbells. They're so loud. I don't know. That's all I could hear. Maybe that's why we couldn't hear you in the timeout.
What's the cow? Do you guys have cows up here?
There's a beef industry, I guess.
Beef industry. I hadn't even put that together. Cowbells. Are there a lot of cows around?
I don't know.
There's a place near Margaret River called
Cowtown. Yeah.
Cownup. It makes sense. Cow is in the name. Townsville, all I think of as heat, not
True.
cows. But then there's random bells going off. So we'll find
something.
Or something. Sure.
And just last one. Does the whole team go to the WNBL awards? So I guess. What's your schedule now to your next game? Or did you not know because of this result?
No, we knew. Do you want me to pay?
Are you going to pay my fine?
Yeah, you're going to pay the fine if I give you an honest answer?
No.
I'll sell a lot of papers if I tell you what I really think. You're going to pay it? No. It would seem crazy that the final game of the season, you'd make Townsville travel twice and Perth go all the way to Townsville. That seems not smart. And again, ignoring the whole Perth and Townsville play each other every year in the finals. That's irrelevant. And we understand we've got to be in Melbourne on tomorrow. So if you want to make us travel, sure. But I think it's safe. I don't know who travels the most, but it'd be Perth and Townsville by a mile. I don't know who would be third because the other 6 teams all live next to each other. So to end the season, let's make Townsville play twice in the final round and let's make Perth go to Townsville. That doesn't seem super intelligent. But again, head office is not in Perth or Townsville. Find where head office is and you'll find the answer.